What is going on, guys? In today's video, we are wrapping the Eclipse's hood. We have my boy Jav back here. He has an Evo 10. We'll put it up on the screen. It's a really sick car, and we might do a build walk around of that in the future. But what we're doing today is wrapping the hood with Vivid vinyl wrap. So I got this off Amazon. Technically, it's for a trunk, but it's for the hood too. I measured the dimensions. It's like 4x5 or something. It was $45. It's like a glossy carbon look, so it should look pretty good. We got Jav because he knows how to wrap better than me. I've never done it in my life, so we'll see how that goes. What we're gonna do first is clean it down with some alcohol to make sure there's no dust or debris. I already sanded the hood, so it's really smooth, and I did that because it was previously black and then it had this blue color under it. I'm not sure the history behind that, but I know it's not the original hood for this car. So I didn't want the black to peel up, so I sanded it pretty well.
Alrighty, so what our plan is, me and Seth are gonna glass out the material. We have the garage open, one, because it'll heat up the hood, which is always good. It can always help you with vinyl wrap. And two, it'll also show up any like imperfections or like air bubbles or anything that we can't see with the eye, but the sun will show it. But yeah, so we're gonna glass out the material. Seth is gonna grab that side, I'm gonna grab this side. We're pretty much just gonna lay it first, and all of it. It just has to sit on the hood, and then you can slowly grab the material on each side and just pull and lay it. So how I normally end up doing it is we will grab opposite sides first, glass out the material on this side, come to the front, lay the front here, and then kind of go to the corners, because the corners are always going to be the hardest part because you've laid everything else, and if you don't pull the corners in the right before you start squeegeing or applying heat, they'll actually crease and you'll create glue lines, so you don't really want that. But
So the only problem we might come in contact with is this bump in the hood.
Yeah.
That's a stock bump for the Eclipses. All 2Gs have that. So that might be a little tricky to wrap around, but we're gonna try to do that side first and get over that problem. We're just gonna try glassing around it. So just keep picking it up and then laying it down. That should be good. If we have to use a heat gun, we will, but the sun should really help. So let's get to it. Let's unwrap it. So what we're doing here is we put down the magnets in the corners, and then we laid it with some extra room that we can tuck it under. So what we're gonna do next is just cut it, because it's a little too much and it has too much weight that it's kind of messing with everything. So let's get cutting.
So pretty much what we're gonna do now is we're gonna tack the top corners so they can stick. And when it comes to rolling out the backing paper, make sure you do it low and slow. And by that, I mean, literally like roll it out like a wheel. So I'm gonna tack out the back corner here and just roll it out super slow, so it lays like a sticker. And you will have wrinkles like that, but it's okay, because once you pulled it all out, you'll be able to come over and glass it out.
this is how it turned out. Honestly, it turned out really good. The edge of the hood over here, that was lifted up, so we can only work with what we had for that. The hood was not perfect. I was scouring for a perfect hood, but they're so hard to find, so we just did with what we could. And over here is the only problem we had. It's because we added a little heat and it messed it up, and then it just snowballed from there. But I mean, it looks all right. It's our first time doing this. Job has a little bit of experience, but it's not like, he's not a pro at it. So this is what it turned out. And honestly, with everything going on in this car and the decals will be the next video, by the way, and Job will be in it. So stay tuned for that. I think it looks great. So eventually, when I have money, a real carbon hood, but this one has a sentimental value now because we all did it. So see you guys in the next one. It's going to be a really cool video.